Hey, Coach Fraser is here with Full Circle Coaching and Consulting, and today we're going to talk a little bit about the Practice from Within blueprint and how to double your practice without any marketing. Let's talk about how do you grow a practice without a script, a system, or any marketing at all. A lot of docs want to know because a lot of docs feel like most docs that we talk to hate marketing. They don't enjoy it at all. A lot of docs don't have very many systems in place. And some docs even question whether they made the right decision to become chiropractors because they're struggling. They're having so much trouble to grow their practice. So what we find here, we hear a lot of goals that docs have is they want to grow their practice. They want to get new patients. They said life would be easier if they had more patients, okay? Life would also be easier if they had more money, okay? If they had more money, they'd be able to take more time off. So a lot of docs we talk to don't feel that they can afford to take time away from their practice because they just simply aren't making enough money. So let's talk about some things that we can try that will literally help you explode your practice without doing a single piece of marketing. See, at Full Circle Coaching and Consulting, we believe that when you change yourself, when you grow yourself, you automatically grow your life. You change your life and you thrive. So let's talk about how you can take some steps to do that. So the first thing I want to talk about is literally looking at your net worth. Let's think about all the jobs that you're doing, that if you write down on the list all the different jobs that you do, how many of those jobs are literally $15 an hour jobs, $20 an hour jobs, okay? They are taking up time, creative energy, and just mental bandwidth. So the first thing to do is cut those jobs out. Find someone that you can pay 15 bucks an hour to do that, okay? The other piece is any job that you don't love. If you just despise doing a job, that is sucking so much mental and spiritual energy from you. You've got to let it go. The process of letting go of those energetic drains and those low value activities, you'll instantly feel better about your personal net worth, okay, your self-worth. The other thing that it does is it instantly creates a huge amount of bandwidth for you to spend time on more high value activities, okay? So that's the first step. Second step, success is all about mixing business with pleasure, okay? You see, success is different for all of us, but success is all about feeling good. So how do we start to feel good? Well, the first thing we got to do is we have to start to link our core values with our practice. And the next step is to literally integrate your core values in your practice. This is really important because this is how you start to make your personal stamp on your practice. And so many doctors that we coach have great practices, but they're not them. Right? They don't have fun anymore going to practice. They don't love it. They don't enjoy it because it's somebody else's systems. It's somebody else's marketing. It's someone else's even verbiage and what they say to people. So the more that we can start to link our own core values, we can put our own stamp of who we are in our practice, the more fun we start to have. And the more fun we start to have, this bigger vibrational energy we put out to the universe. So that's step number 2, okay? How does this work? I'll give you a quick example of a client that we had that literally what he did is he started playing guitar in his practice. He integrated more music into his practice. He had 2 practices that had completely plateaued. So along with injecting some more guitar, his own music, plus doing a few interference blocks, removing those things from his mindset, he was able to literally explode both of his practices without a single shred of marketing. Okay, final step. Let's talk about how do we increase our success and frequency thresholds. Well, this is a formula, right? So we've just increased our dollar per hour net worth, okay? We've created all sorts of an extra energy. So we've created a void because we're no longer doing all this putting this time into these low value activities or things that we don't enjoy that rob from us our vitality. And we put those together, and suddenly we're sending out a message to the universe that we have a void. And what did the universe do? It conspires to support us by filling that void. So let's be very clear. The universe doesn't give you anything that you're not ready for. So if subconsciously you're not ready for new clients, you're not ready for more money, you're not ready for more time because you don't know how to utilize it, or subconsciously you're repelling it, then you're not going to receive it. But if you can inject more fun, you can inject more your values into your practice, and you can absolutely take away a lot of those energy suckers from your practice daily routines, you're going to all of a sudden end up with a void that the universe is going to fill. And I'll give you a great example of this. We have a client that learned how to, he gave himself permission to suddenly spend more time practicing his martial arts. And he actually cut back his hours later he didn't start so early in the morning anymore, so that he could focus on his martial arts training. And what he did is he integrated a lot of that martial arts spiritual energy into his practice, along with a bit of music. He wrote a soundtrack and he played it in his practice. That's all he did. His energy went way up. And he started telling us, I can't believe where all these clients are coming from. I have no idea. They just keep coming. He says, and so he's hit record month after record month after record month in a row without any marketing. All he did is he adjusted his life and he gave himself permission to do more of the things that he loved. Okay? And his practice is continuously exploding. And only now are we starting to touch on the systems that he can utilize to be more efficient to actually handle the growth that he's got. So here's the principle about all these things. You always have a choice. If you believe that these things that I discussed can work for you, then they will. Okay? However, if you don't believe that we talked about in this video blog that these strategies will not work for you, then you're absolutely right. Okay? If you're the former, hit the link below, reach out, give us a call. Let's see if we can analyze your practice a little bit, find out more about it, and see if we can make that glass ceiling the new floor. Okay? Reach out. We'd love to be able to help. We can set up a coaching call to explore that. Thanks for listening and have an amazing day.